And we are live with episode 15 of Professor Mydia Walks Onto the End. Hopefully we can finish off the, Yeah, we should be able to finish off the end of this and, move on to the... not olden times. Anyway, let's get begin. Worthy of his back. Vena has a new course of investigation in mind, except... I should like to visit the site from which Hermes set forth the Mydia. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Galeen said she spotted them in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. If we stand at that same vantage point, it should not prove too difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? Where is the isle? Where is the place? Media. I also checked the current gear. Not the current gear we have, the current gear that's coming up. This stuff, it's the max level gear we can get in general. So as a result, okay, stay. I'm gonna buy all of the casting stuff that I can. I'm not getting rid of this. I want this for something else. Open armory chest. I still don't have enough. Well, that's unfortunate. I am just short. I am just short of getting one of the rings. It's fine. Ouch. Don't worry, we'll get it at the end of this quest. I also did check, while doing leveling roulette, or alliance roulette, I forget which one it was. I was doing 2 of the roulettes to, because I'm trying to get her to 90 quickly so that I can off-screen do the, role quests. You can indeed summon the fairy / carbuncle with Swiftcast. This is where we get the big boy fight. The big scary fight. Now, if I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? Oh, what about that one? Have you the means to fly? 'Tis quite a distance away. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos. My friend, would you mind creating a double carry Mydia here over to that island? Stubborn creature, there's no place on this great star we have not together traveled, and still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Argos has rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. What? You've written him before? Ah, your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing that. Interesting. Tis certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. We're doomed. Demonstrate to him that you're capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you should convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two into the bargain. You seem doubtful. But useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember, a memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler out of time? That's up to you, isn't it? If a loss would sting, then you had better win. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. My weapons are 2 books. But I don't even get to choose which class to use, which job to use, because if I don't go as a healer, I'm gonna get fried. And the annoying bit is I can't just set it to very easy and just move on with my life. Shall we begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
Dang it! I can't move fast enough.
My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
I'm wondering why I can't damage you.
No quarter. Have a taste. I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself. We've only just begun. Come at me with your all. My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
I'm afraid you didn't.
No quarter. Have a taste. Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Fuck! This is where I got stuck last time as well. I'm dead.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
Fuck me. I can never do that. I can never do that one. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I was like, oh, it'll be easy with healer, right? No, apparently not. That's so weird. It like locked me out of using. Oh, I was out of MP. I was out of MP. That's why I couldn't do it. Okay. Where the hell is Lucid Dreaming? And Swiftcast. Okay. No, you're gonna go very easy on me.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings! My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter. Have a taste.
I just realized I struggled with this on the original playthrough as well.
see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
Zero ether!
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will!
Still scary as fuck, by the way.
You still stand. People of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I've seen enough.
Fuck, man.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you.
No, no, you literally beat my ass into 5 minutes ago.
One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, her strength was astounding.
So what you're saying is we do this a lot. I'm just kidding.
As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
I need to find a proper necklace for Mydia's summoner
Well
glam.
now, I dare say he is warmed to you. A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Well, that explains why in the future it's a circle. Argos will soon have us standing on the very spot where the Mydia made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion. Then we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us rather than against us. Hey, look, we have enough for a ring. How far away are we from it? We are hella far. Anyway. A flower upon your return. Let us move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over to the isle. Ether current! Mine! Le mine! Motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been given the go-ahead to hop on. Isn't this pleasant? Argos certainly seems to think so. Now, what was the name of that tree? No something. Ah, Noetepeforion? Quite a striking specimen, is it not? That's a complicated ass name. Notophorian? Ugh. Yourself for the landing. I wouldn't want you tumbling off at the last moment. Don't worry, I don't mind it.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before? So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me. There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all, and I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place, not only for man, but for all life. Mydia, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
So, what is your opinion?
Yeah, I'm unsure.
I understand. He is a gentle soul, and well-intentioned. Yet it does not take ill intent to beget ill. We must consider the possibility that something may have gone awry. Perhaps it was oversight, or simply an accident. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
That's the issue, isn't it? There are any number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. We could do worse than to look in Ktisis Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in Ethoseletikos Boreas, the Northern Isle. Under Mydia, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world. Did you not question how they find room for them all on so few islands? The answer lies within Ktisis itself. I touched upon the practice before back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environs. 'Tis there, within those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis' observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the news north of Poitin Oikos. Conveniently, we gotta go through Poitin. Oh. Bro, I'm gone with money. Oh, it's funny. That fight would have been very annoying to do with Red Mage, I will say. Luckily, I don't think you can go back through. So. Motes of light yet hang in the air, suggesting the device was but recently activated. Ah, good. The news acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for the way to Catesis Hyperbrea, we follow this path, then turn left at the crossroads. The crossroads, yay! Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. Hermes is at another facility, as we have just discovered. They're also investigating. Interesting. Furthermore, we've confirmed that his studies into Dynamis, as well as his creation of Mydia, were entirely private pursuits. No one else we spoke with appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Or so saith the illustrious Emmett Selk. How did we both end up suspecting Hermes? According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hythlodaeus' sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. Unless it's not ether. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we fail to perceive it. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible dynamis? Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving truth, and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end. Of that I am certain. It seems there's more to the tale after all. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. And now we tell them the story of how God... So, he doesn't believe us, but he's willing to hear it out, as it were. How comforting. We see and I reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Thank you for understanding. Save your thanks. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story. But as Emmett Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. He's like, look, I don't believe you, but I'm gonna look into it just in case. I love that. I love Emmett Silk. Oh. And the boy just chuckling to himself. This is why I am reading every last bit of text in this section, because I fucking love it. But also, I'm out of money. What do you be my home? Old Charlene, okay. Do not approach me, do not speak to me, and do not dare presume to treat me as a friend. I am merely carrying out my duty. Now lovely, our married duo has become a quartet. Past disagreements are no reason to reject collaboration in the here and now. I commend Emmett Selk for his practicality. Hey. I should be standing next to Vana. The Deus is eager to find armies. Hunger in the garden. Then the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is, on the next aisle over. Mydia is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before the venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Misopsis Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. This appears to be a teleporter. Praise you in your progress? On the contrary, I'm simply surprised you made it this far. Again, even with you slowing her down, there's no denying that Vana is an accomplished researcher. Her wealth of wisdom and experience is unmatched, and her achievements in creation magics in any field, frankly, are nothing short of extraordinary. The singular brilliance which sets her apart can make her motive somewhat impenetrable at times. As her student successor puts it, she's a force of nature at once so close and at the same time so very distant. Misopsis Eros is interesting in that it is the only region in Elpis which lacks a research hub. So due to the nature of its observation sites, within which they let loose creatures anticipated to be unruly and dangerous. I've also heard tell that the area is kept deliberately sparse in the event that, well, let's just say that no one should live near the news, which provides access to certain facility. There, close by, within the Hungering Gardens, that would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, Mydia, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, you'd assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance of convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. The creations in there are not exactly... Then again, perhaps Mydia can handle them. She did survive a bout with Vana, after all. Off you go to her, to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. My only issue right now is that these things look. And that is why I switched over. And I don't remember where Hermes is. Hey, yo, Hermes, where the fuck are you? Mydia, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emet company. An important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Fandanio, you say? Then yes, I'll come, as soon as my work here is finished. Will not be long, I promise. But you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. Yeah, no shit. Where's the nearest exit? I'm outie! I was not gonna go through the thing again because the last time for those who haven't watched it, when I went through it last time, I got attacked like twice on the way out. By like groups. It was honestly the most annoying thing ever. Now, I should have stayed on the edges and then just walked or whatever, but, you know. We loves to jump. You spoke with Hermes then, and we're briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Garden. It says, well, I see. Or should I say smell? I cannot speak for certain convocation members, but I, for one, am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the Emet who would recreate Amrot in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone, naive hope that that is. As amusing as it is, yeah. Yeah, Zuck seems content to stay where he is. Okay. Hermes said it would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity, if one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
Oh no. Oh no.
The final days.
Yeah, what's in our name?
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction, and none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Assuming that I'm not lying through my How?
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether.
Apparently 8/14 is not enough, and neither is 9/14. Well, we don't actually know. We never give in to despair and whatnot, so we don't know if 9/14 is enough to combat it. But 8 isn't enough. To be fair, 8 is... Let's calc it. 8 divided by 14 is 57%. And 9 is 64%. Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. Yeah, that would be why it's... Yeah, that would be why.
Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the self-same negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Mydia. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report. It hurts! It hurts! It hurts! So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Mydia. Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's
Still
too
terrifying.
much. Why? Why? Why do we? They hurt. Hurt. Hate. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Oh, shit.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Mydia also employs dynamis. That would explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Oh boy. Shit has hit the fan! Quest accepted. I thought this was gonna be quest complete. Sheet. I'll be right back. This is a terrible place to BRB. You boys back. Okay, okay. We have to look at this area. Medion, come on. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Medion's presence. We fail to hear her voice, she must be elsewhere. Train my senses to the limits, found nothing. You must calm your mind that you might hear it, that you might feel her silent voice. Yeah. Calm your mind to the... It seeps into my mind, our voices reporting. No, no, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run to hide. As the source seems to flee down the slope. Meteon, please. I always feel really, really like worried in this area, in this part of the story. I say that as if it's more than like twice me playing through it. If I didn't have a no mounts in the World Unsundered rule, I would just mount the Koro mount and go. Okay, well technically it's no mounts from outside of ye olden days. So if I had like the Savage mount, that would work. Greetings and salutations. Commencing report. Oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run far away. Please don't follow me. Fantasy sensor climbing to the top of the ridge. We'll probably end as soon as we get to the normal days time. Sorry. Also, my headset just popped out. It must be elsewhere. This is an exercise of futility. You have to be the one to find her, Mydia. Follow her voice. Uh... How? How did it come to this? Is this the reason we travel to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. So you catch even the fitness for this rush must be elsewhere. I just want to get to Katisis dungeon and then, you know, get back. Compile a report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Atheris. Processing expedition data, preparing profiles and intelligent civilizations, formulating answers to the question, finalizing report. No, Mydia, you mustn't listen. It's wrong, it's all wrong. It flees towards the lake. Any sign of Medion? Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The media are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the media's case, That means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we could track down the Medion we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell our sisters, no way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. Oh boy. Oh my dear Medion, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Well... Frantic search will avail us little. We must be clever about this. Apologies, we should focus on the task at hand. In the final days, Ether is twisted by the invasion of Dynamis from beyond the star. Its progress intensified by feelings of fear and despair and anguish. Nay, I like not the picture which emerges from these latest pieces. Yeah, neither do I or really anyone else. Arthadius has a suggestion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Mydia renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? Much how Emmett Selk solidified your presence when first we met you. Don't be so absurd. Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Mydia will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Medion's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Leith. Assuming she's made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Do we have our plan? Mydia and Emmett Selk will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Medion's avenues of escape. Selk and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Mydion and pick up the trail from there. Keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Hey! My favorite. This is my favorite part. Not really. My favorite part's the entire section from return to the Crystarium all the way up until the last quest in this section. What does it say? Talk. Straight ahead towards the pier, or is she straight from the path somewhere? As the only one who can hear her voice, you'll need to take the lead. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide, yes. I'll just have to hide then, where no one can find me. Heads towards the water's edge. She went to the lake, as if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. Ooh, what's this convo? We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Don't even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I'll feed you to a remora. Fine. Happy? I'm not gonna purposely piss him off. That's stupid. And also would make me a bad friend. Also, I don't want to be drenched from head to toe either. Let's be real here. Even lore-wise, Mydia would not want to be drenched from head to toe. She's a scholar, not a athlete. Not here. I'm not here, please. By the rock, is she? Very well. I love that. Just boom! What? Why can't I hide? We will hear your report, good or bad. Mydia, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. Don't make me say it, it will break him, his poor fragile heart. Yeah, Hermes does not help his case. Now we have a chance. Indeedy do. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. I wish we could get like obviously we can't because we never actually join the Convocation of 14. But I wish we could have gotten like the outfit we have now, but with like Azem's mask. He's gonna feed me to one of these. Is this news not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Medion's essence. We move on. There, I see her. Come on, Medion. Stop this. Really, Medion?
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
I love it. Just boom. I think I have that mount.
Please, Mydia. We must speak.
It's
I'm
crying.
sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please... Please protect them. Protect them all. Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all... dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
Oh!
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey,
Uh-oh.
or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage.
Woo!
Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteon back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteon. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain.
Not just pain. Pain and pleasure are what give life meaning. Unfortunately, Mydia only found the pain half. Yeah.
Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteon, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
Well, heck! If all Hermes means to do is listen to Midion's report, then it is his right to do so. But once he receives the answers to his question, what then? The fate of the world may very well hinge upon the choice he makes in that moment, and must be there when he makes it. Why, Hermes, why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Had you never cast your cursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Caging the messenger. Hermes is headed to Catesis. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point of the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteon is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. The Convocation's duty to safeguard the star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Vina, Mydia? It is clear we stand on a precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Medion's is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Medion is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all accounts. To Catissa's Hyperborea, we go. Judging from the crowd, something is afoot. I mislike the look of this. It's not out of the ordinary. Does anyone know what caused it? What have we here? Excuse me, has something happened inside Catesis? Mr. Svena, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Catesis put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes' doing, obviously. And what does this state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Thesis scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. They consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes and must enter the premises regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we're not likely to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I've little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. Then you put that talent of yours to good use. You were fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled. Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You only make the most of your strength, and I will fill in the gaps as required. I was once Azam after all. It was my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, Emetzel, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You law potent spells as easy as breathing, but can also channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose. Yes? Yeah, well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts. Your tale led us here, Mydia, so 'tis only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Medion. And then we will face the future together. Catesis Hyperborea now accessible. From the moment we met you, our visit has devolved into a never-ending series of complications and irritations. In spite of this, I have gained one useful thing. An awareness of dynamis. To think that a power with the potential to corrupt ether had largely escaped our notice. Whether or not I believe your tale, the facts underpinning your narrative will be the source of much debate. So understand that I act not for the sake of you or your fantastical quest. My duty demands that I apprehend Medion, and if that now means Hermes as well, then so be it. I said that Hermes was likely perched somewhere at the highest point of the facility. Reaching him will be no mean feat. Put it simply, Catesis Hyperborea contains a multitude of vast spaces linked together at the seams Meaning the interior is far more massive than even this grand structure might otherwise suggest. But even a colossal facility filled top to bottom with savage creations will not stop you. Not with Vina and Emmett Silk at your side. And I will be there too, of course, cheering you on. Bleak as the contents of Medion's report might be, many could hear it and remain content with their lives. But not Hermes. For him, the veneer of perfection has long been cracked. And it was to the distant heavens he looked for the means to repair it. I understand his anguish after a fashion. My own refusal to return is in opposition to the world's established order. Yet for me, the imperfections only enhance the fragile beauty of our star. I will fight to see it delivered from destruction, warts and all. I'll not seek to impede such an august company from going about its business, but please do be aware that many of the specimens within are far from docile. So, okay. So he's a Dark Knight. And... wait. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Pause. He's a Dark Knight in this. And a Soul Seer is a Bard. Or a Dark Knight in this, Soul Seer, Bard, all-rounder. So, the determining one is us and Vana. Okay. I'll be right back. Ayo. Anyway, back. Let's who just popped in? Athena Nicole. A weeper. Can I get a ring? Technically, as soon as we get... Oh, probably tomorrow then, I guess. Off screen. I will, go and do the two, whatchamacallits? Role quests. I can't believe it. We're almost done. Oh, we went over 2 minutes. I can finally go back to my normal outfit after the after next quest.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced to.
Millionth, because I literally grinded out all of like 2 sets of armors for this dungeon. I defeated the Panther. It is my kill. Burn! Burn to cinders. If I'm remembering right, this is the one that gives me the... This fight specifically is the one that gives me trouble in this thing. Oh no, Hermes. I have not once survived Hermes unscathed. Huh? How can you tell where it's going? So I need any healing gear and any casting gear. Wait, what's the item level in this? 42, okay. So it's not max level, but it's pretty close, you know.
I warn you. Stay away.
You can't warn me, Hermes. I am the warning. That sounds so cheesy. Um. Wow, I can't believe I'm getting nothing from this. Oh, I remember this one. I don't like it. This one you have to stay on the. You have to stay behind it. Need, and I rolled an 8. That's gross.
I cannot let you take Meteor. Not yet.
I still got it! That's funny. It's better than my current gear, but is it better than the gloves I'll get later?
banished from existence. So, it comes to this. I've no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield.
Yield, Hermes!
Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction. I will have the time and tranquility I require. Blood and pain gather to me. Ancient brand, unleash your power. Dancing winds, hear Dust and wind! Here's my foe! Stars on high! All is rain!
Damn it!
Even when transformed,
We're not counting that.
I am not finished yet. Streams of ether! Surge as one!
Eh?
No!
Okay, so in theory, I just successfully, if we don't count the misclick death, I have finally gone through it without dying. Bug. I'll take it. Dying to a misclick never counts. Oh, I'm 90. Let's go. I did it. I'm level 90. Woo! I guess that means I guess that means I have to do this after stream today. Poor Hermes.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteon into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteon, I am so sorry, but that I could have listened to your report in full, reflected upon its meaning, and conveyed it to others, that they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed, and that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there reason for living.
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savour in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Etheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Etheris.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die? Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
That is sophistry, and you know it!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. Who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish in stone. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmett Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events. Replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emmett Selk and Hitherdays. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with the burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteor. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteor!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with, not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits, and no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact, and I will see that you do. Now then, where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Very well then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Meteon's gotten away.
Second process complete. 1 remaining to execution.
No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. Neither can I let you escape!
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping we would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement.
Again.
Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azek. There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it, the legacy I leave you.
I want to leave the boys.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
Yeah, we make it like at the last second. Still terrifying as fuck.
Go, Argos!
Honestly, I half expected us to like roll out of a portal.
I'm fine. Just a little tired. Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations?
No. There are 2 more life forms out there. Or 2 more sets of life forms. The dragons and the Omicrons.
And yet... I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteon's presence. And the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her. One which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emmet Selk and his Ladeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape. What indeed? Let us begin by ascertaining the situation at Catistus Hyperborea, where the others should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteon, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos' accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Vinar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Vinar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress is well.
Vana is perfectly fine. So is the other companion.
I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Vinar about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteon did, it seems he bore the brunt of it.
Yeah, that is what it looks like.
Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarant. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
That's foreshadowing. I didn't clock onto it the first go round, but this time I'm clocking onto it. It's foreshadowing.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
So says the man who finds most meaning in these moments.
Let us rest, if only for a while. After all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Yeah. Are you feeling it all recovered? I understand the exertions are more than purely physical, but resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit. As for Hermes, I think it unlikely he will create more entelechies. Poured much of himself into Mydia, and now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He'll blame himself, he'll believe that, had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the Mydia would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence, he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fandaniel. You may now enter Cassis Hyperborea with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface, locate under Duty in the main menu. Thou must live, die, and know. Vana is watching you in quiet contemplation. Mydia, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus that they have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. I will see you to the doors of the Propylaeon. Propylaeon. And see glamour plates. 1 and 12 is what we're looking for, so gear set. And with this, we're heading home. See, like I said at the beginning of the stream, you could swift cast. I technically, after we finish this, I have until 6.4 releases to catch up on all of the patches. And then do, the, Hildebrand stuff so that I can do, the... the artifact gear. I'm probably the only one who actually... one of a few people who actually do it. Who will actually go through with, you know... Your time in the stage is drawing to an end. Upon speaking to Vena, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended they set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. I'm sure it won't take more than 2 hours. Hopefully they're not like interactive cutscenes. I don't like the clicking.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home. I appreciate your sentiment. I truly do. But 'tis a very long game that we must now play. And while you have maintained a stable presence here thus far, there are dangers in lingering over long. No. You must return to your own battlefield. Make use of the knowledge you have attained, that your days here and our friends' sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteion free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. Were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteion at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. and I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I, as will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandania.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days. Yet the cries echoed still. We wept wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it! We won't accept it! It will be ours again! A world free of sorrow!
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague. In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured.
Dude, what is that covering her?
To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Hey, can you use Swiftcast to return? Mydia, impeccable timing as always. I heard you were off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Well, as so often seems to be the case, while you were away, we've had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. I don't get any... Anyway. With that, we are done with the World Unsundered section of the playthrough, so I'm gonna end the stream off here. I will be doing the role quests off screen, and our next stream will be either the day I finish it or the day after I finish it, depending on what time it is when I finish it. Anyway, so